All right, if you're here, I'm going to show you how to do an AI agency in this video, step by step, every single process, how to do this. By the end of this video, if you follow along right, you could literally have an AI agency set up today, ready to go, knowing how you're going to get lead flow, how you're going to sell them, what you're going to give to them once you sell them, and then most importantly, how to fulfill that service and retain the customer so they never leave you for the rest of their business's lifespan. Now, there's going to be no fluff in this video. That's why I'm speaking so fast. But real quick, I just want to share my screen and show you one thing, which I do find to be very important, which is how much money do I actually do every single month. I'm going to show you one of my processors, which is going to be WAP. Here's my calendar. We have over 20 appointments booked with our team every single day. Here's our WAP. I'm going to refresh the screen. WAP is a big payment processor. You probably know what it is. And I'll just go over the last month of payments. Here we have 3,000, 12,000, 2.7, 3.8, 2,000, 2,000, 2,000, 5,000, 10,000, 3,000, 2.5, 4, 4, 2, 7, 5, 2, 1. We're doing, and this is not including my Chase payment processor. This is not including my Stripe payment processor. This is just on WAP. This is legit. And you can go to my health score as well and see that we have a 0.1% dispute score, which is unbelievable, which means no one disputes us, which is a big issue, which we will get into it. Now, jumping back to me, we're going to get into the video right now. So let's do it. All right, here we are. I'm not filming on my nice, expensive camera. I'm literally using the worst camera possible. The semantics don't matter in this video. I'm going to show you the actual good stuff. I'm going to do the thing that no one else does. I'm going to show you actually how to do this instead of giving you a nice presentation and say, oh, this is the best business model to start in 2020. No, you're here for a simple reason, and I'm going to help you do that. All right. The only thing, so what are we doing here? We are selling AI tools to businesses for a monthly subscription. How do we scale to tens of thousands, if not hundreds of thousands of dollars a month? Okay, let's jump in. The only three things you need for this business. There are only three components required for this model to work. You need business owners booking calls on your calendar, you need a service to sell them, and you need to fulfill the service and keep them paying. That's it. So before I show you the steps you need to see where we're heading, and we're going to sort of reverse engineer the system and the math so you can understand what is the end goal, and then I'll show you how we get there. But that's always beneficial. So I need you to get 10 booked appointments per day, because if you're getting 10 booked appointments per day onto your calendar of businesses who are interested in the AI that you have, then you need to get an 80% show up rate, which is very easy to do. So then that's 8 showed up. So if you get 10 booked appointments onto your calendar and 8 of them show up, and then I can help you close 30% of them. That's going to be 30% closed out of 8 appointments or 8 business owners or 8 businesses. That's 2.4 technically clients per day, but we're rounding down to 2 new clients per day. Now there's 24 working days of the month. If you do this every day of the working days in the month, that's 2 new clients times 24 working days of the month, which equals 48 new clients every single month. Now my average ticket subscription price is $750 a month. So that would be 48 clients at $750 a month, which would be $36,000 in recurring revenue. Caveat, you're not going to do this. I'm not saying you're going to do this. I'm not saying you'll ever be able to do this. All I'm saying is that if you can actually do this, and you can do this, and you can do this, then you will do this. And that's all this video is about. How do we get you 10 booked appointments per day? How do we make sure 8 of them show up every day? And then how do we close 30% of them? That's it. It's that simple. It's not easy to do, but it's that simple. So these are the 3 pillars that we're going to work on today. So let's keep going. Anyways, that's just 1 month. That's just 1 month. This stacks, as you can see. So this would be your reality if you follow along and implement exactly what I'm about to show you. So over the next few hours, I'm going to teach you how to get 10 appointments per day, how to close at least 30% of them, how to fulfill the service so clients stay forever, which is super important. And then lastly, the bonus, how to automate everything so that you're not stuck doing the work yourself and you can literally separate yourself from the business. Now there's going to be 3 modules: how to get 10 booked appointments per day, how to close 30% of all appointments, and how to fulfill the service and retain the clients for life. Now, this is really important right here. You need all 3 of these. If even one is missing, the model fails. If you have part 1 and part 2, but no part 3, then you'll get clients and they'll cancel after 30 days because you'll get 10 booked appointments, you'll close them, but then they'll leave because you don't have part 3. If you have part 2, but part 3, part 2, part 3, but no part 1, then you have a great service, you're retaining them, but you're not getting any booked appointments, so you're never going to get clients to actually retain. And if you have part 1 and part 3, but no part 2, then people aren't going to show up and nobody's going to buy. You actually are getting the 10 appointments per day and you would be able to fulfill the service and retain them, but none of them are showing up. So you're not closing or you're not able to close any of your appointments. That's why you need all parts of these systems. So I'm going to show you how to do all 3 of these systems in this video. I spent 5 years selling tools and services to business owners. What you're about to see is everything I've learned compressed for you. There's no reason you can't have your own profitable AI agency within the next 30 days if you take action on everything I show you. Okay, so let's jump into the actual juice, as some would call it, the sauce. Model 1, how to get 10 booked appointments per day. Simple. We have 3 ways to do it: Facebook groups, AI content, and paid ads. And then these are the high leverage methods, right? They're high leverage because once I posted a Facebook group and I posted it with my AI number in it and said, hey, call my AI receptionist and see if you want it, the AI sold all the people who called it and got them and sent them a link to book an appointment on my calendar. And I got 70 people to call the AI receptionist, posted in one Facebook group. And when I say Facebook group, business owners of XYZ city that you live in. Look it up. You'll find a Facebook group with hundreds of thousands of people in it, business owners. And just from that one Facebook group, I got around 70 people to call the AI receptionist. I got about 20 booked calls from it, give or take a few. And I got 8 or 9 people to actually buy my service. And it was like $9,500 a month in subscription revenue that I generated from just one Facebook group. Insane. That's called high leverage. And I didn't even make the Facebook post. I had my VA do it, which I pay $400 a month. We'll get into that. So it's that AI content, creating AI content on why they need these services, and then leading them to a funnel, a landing page where they can actually buy or book a call for those services, and then paid ads. These are all high leverage. And then obviously the bonus methods are less high leverage unless you're outsourcing and having an employee do it, which is cold calling, very high leverage, but only if you're not doing the cold calling. And then the referral program, which is the most insane thing when it comes to getting clients. I'll explain that later. Now, here's my little AI acquisition system, I call it. If we either, you're going to have to do this, or you could hire one VA $400 a month to do all this for you. You have to do these 2. Post in 3 Facebook groups a day, make 3 pieces of AI content a day, and the golden rule is spend $30 on paid ads every single day. But if you don't have $30 a day to spend on paid ads, then just, exit this one out and just do these 2. But double down on these. Post in 6 Facebook groups a day and post 6 pieces of AI content a day. What these things are going to do are they're going to lead people, the AI content's going to lead people to a landing page where they can call the AI, demo your AI. The Facebook groups, you're going to leave the number for them to call the AI. Now, through these 3 methods, we're trying to get a bunch of people to call the AI. And then what they're going to do once they call the AI is they're going to talk to the AI agent demo. And then lead is talking to the AI agent. The AI agent is meant to sell them, and I'll give you my exact AI agent prompt and knowledge base that does that. And then the lead talks to the AI agent, gets sold, and then the agent pushes the lead to book a call with you, and then lead books a call in your calendar, and you sell them for $1,000 per month on the meeting. So if just by doing this, just by focusing on these 2 things up here, or these 3 things, you're going to get leads to literally book on your calendar, all automated. And then all you have to do is close them. Now, when I talk about automating this entire business, it's simple. If you hire one VA to take care of this, and they spend all day, and they spend half of their day posting in Facebook groups, AI content, doing these 2 things, then they will get leads to come through the system and book on your calendar. But then you could hire a commission-based sales rep to take all the sales calls. So now the VA is doing all this. I'm going to show you how to build this system. Heck, if you want to book a call with my team, we will give you this entire system. You can go down below to do that. But you'll learn how to do it in this video as well. But if you have one VA, $400 a month, sometimes $300 per month, they'll spend half their day filling the top of the funnel, the fuel, as I call it, and then boom, you'll get people to book on your calendar. Your sales rep will sell them. You'll give the sales rep like 50% of the first month commission. So if they sell something for $1,000, they get $500, and you get the $1,000 per month after that. And then the VA, the virtual assistant from the Philippines or somewhere else, they spend the second half of their day fulfilling the services for the people, the businesses that the sales reps close. And now you're literally out of this business and you just manage the VA and the closer. That's it. But we're going to get into that, later on. But that's a system. Fuel calls the AI sells them, and the AI is great. It's like they're like, wait, you're AI. Why are you trying to sell me, the business owner? He's like, XYZ business owner, the same way I'm trying to sell you is the same way I'm going to be selling for you. Do you not want me to be good at sales? And it's just like, they're like, oh, shoot, you're actually pretty good. So yeah, anyways, that is how to get 10 book calls per day right here. If you post 6 Facebook groups, 6 pieces of AI content, and they're all calling the AI will get 10 booked calls on your calendar every day, period. And then if you want to, we'll have a section about this later on in this video on paid ads if you want to do that, which is amazing too. The goal, and you think $30 a day on paid ads, it's like, yeah. If you're getting 10 book calls a day, you're making anywhere between $1,000 and $3,000 a day in subscription revenue. $30 to make $2,000 a day, yeah, obviously that's worth it. So the goal is 10 booked meetings per day. So daily pipeline math, as we already talked about, 10 booked meetings per day, 80% of them show up to the meeting, 8 show up, 30% close rate, you get 2 new clients per day, monthly results, 24 working days, blah, 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 2 clients a day, 24 days of the month, 48 new clients a month. Revenue projection is at $750 a month per average client, $36,000 a month, or $432,000 per year in recurring subscription revenue. So you could be doing $400K a year, and that is that's not including churn. So I always account down here. I have, and this is another visual. Take a look here: 10 meetings, 8 shows, 2 sales, 48 sales a month, 36K MRR, and this one includes churn. So with a 10% churn of every month, you'd be at, if you did 2 sales a day, 24 days out of the month for 6 months, you'd be at 168,000 in MRR in just 6 months, which is pretty good. 160, yeah. And for people worrying about making 5-10 grand a month, it's so much easier than you think. So much easier. So again, this is true if you get 10 book calls per day and you close 30% of them. So this is like a simple landing page that I'll use, grow and automate your local business. And then I have a VSL that I have here, which I'll show you later in the video, a video sales letter of an AI selling the AI. But basically, all the people who click on the AI content will go to your bio or go wherever you're leading them, and then they'll come here, and this is where they can hit get started, book a call immediately with you, or demo our AI receptionist, call the AI, and then let the AI sell them and get them booked on the calendar. So what's this system look like on the inside? I'm going to go and show you that in a minute. So what's this system look like on the inside? Let's go over to the inside of the software and let me show you my funnel, my booking system, everything. All right, now that we built a system that gets 10 qualified business owners on your calendar every single day, and you see the system and how it works, the next question becomes, how do we turn those calls into paying clients? Because book calls don't pay the bills, closed deals do. So let's dive into the exact sales process that converts at least 30% of these appointments into subscription revenue. So again, what is AI Arbitrage? What is an AI agency? You're taking AI services, giving them to small or medium or large size businesses for $1,000 per month on average. The first few tools that I like to sell are AI web design, 5-star Google review automation, and obviously the AI receptionist. You can package these together. You can sell them all at once. They're the best tools to sell in my opinion. And then you could add a simple automation, some sort of N8N or workflow automation. But these are just for a beginner. These are the easiest tools to sell, and you would be surprised how many businesses need them. Now, we're going to hone in on the AI receptionist and how to sell that, because that one's selling like hotcakes. It's selling like water in a desert. It's crazy. Okay, so the 24/7 advantage pitch problem. So this is literally the exact sales process I have with every single business, and I just did this with another dentist, so I'm going to show you how it went with him. So the 24/7 Advantage pitch problem: dentists close at 5 p.m., but most patients call after work. After 5 p.m., no one's answering. Weekends, no one's answering. Lunch hours, staff is eating lunch, so they're too busy to pick up. What I'm saying here is people who can afford a dentist either have money and work a 9 to 5 or have insurance because their 9 to 5 gives them insurance. And if they have a 9 to 5, they can't call during the 9 to 5. They can call after 5 p.m. when they're off their 9 to 5 or during lunch or on the weekends. But all those times are when the dentist is actually not taking calls, which is ironic, right? It's an ironic tragedy. So, but most patients call after work, as I just said. So dozens of calls are missed every single day. Solution is the AR receptionist is open 24/7. So now you can become the only dentist in town taking calls when every competitor is closed. Always answers, always books, never tired, never sick, never on break. And then here's what I say. I always ask them. I ask them, well, doctor, like, why, or whoever it is, whether it's a med spa, realtor, this, that, but for this instance, it's a dentist. I'm like, and hey, dentists are doctors too. Kidding. No, they are. My girlfriend's a dentist. Doctor, sorry. Anyways, extra calls captured. So here's the opportunity breakdown. So I asked the dentist, I said, his name was Dr. John. I said, Dr. John, how many, if you could take calls 24/7 and not just 9 to 5 and could take multiple calls at once, how many extra calls do you think you'd be getting every single month? And he said, well, I would assume at least 30 calls every single month. I said, okay, let's say 30. So that would be 30 new calls per day at 30 days of the month would be 900 extra calls per month, just people calling the business. And then I asked him, what % of those calls actually come into the business? He's like, listen, when you're calling a dentist, you're not bullshit and you got to get something fixed. So he said about 50% of the callers actually end up coming in. So the conversion rate is about 50%. So dental calls are high intent. I'm in pain. I need cleaning, this and that. So he said a 50% conversion. So out of those 900 calls per month, 50% are actually coming in. That's 450 new patients every single month. What's the revenue impact on that? The average, I asked him, what is the lowest amount of money they could spend? He said $150 for a tooth cleaning. I was like, cool, let's call it 100. He's like, that's not even including x-rays, which we always do. So I was like, let's call it $100 from those 450 new patients, which is the most conservative amount we could have picked. That's 450 new clients every single month at $100, which is $45,000 a month added in revenue from just adding a AI receptionist. So it's okay. Look at me now, not that. It's simple. Dr. John, if I could implement this AI receptionist, that gets you an extra 30 calls per day, 900 calls per month, 450 new patients every single month. And at $100, that's $45,000 in extra revenue every month, not including the lifetime value of those 450 patients. Would you not pay me $1,000 per month to make an extra $45,000 per month? Not including lifetime value? And you just push them into this corner where they literally have no choice but to make the only logical decision that exists in the scenario, which is abso-freaking-lutely. It's that simple. They never say no. Anyways, and I'm not saying I'm saying you need a 30% close rate to get, out of 8 deals to close 2 of them. I don't close at a 30%. I close at like a 55 to 70%, depending on the closer or the sales rep of mine. I'm just saying you at least need to do 30% to obviously get 2 sales per day. Anyways, so then, obviously you can read this and look at upsells and whatnot. And obviously there's much more money than that, but and then the biggest thing is an AI receptionist is $1,000 a month. A human receptionist is $4,000 to $5,000 a month, plus benefits, breaks, turnover. So you're already saving money by working with me. And then I'm going to make you tens of thousands of dollars as well. It's so easy. So the closing line to seal the deal, would you pay $1,000 to make $45,000 every month? Like, you'll be the only dentist. You'll be the only dentist open 24/7. So every single person who wants to call a dentist after 5 p.m., you'll be the only dentist that they can call. You'll be the only dentist open, the only dentist that they can book on. And because Google sees you're the only dentist open, they're going to push you to the top of Google. So after 5 p.m., you're going to be the first business to show up on Google because you're the only one open. And then you're going to really retain that position throughout the day because you're there all after hours. And again, this actually has so much utility for both the patient and the dentist. You're making the world world better by implementing this. Dentists close at 5 p.m., but patients, they call when real life happens. My tooth cracked during dinner. My kid is screaming. When I was 16 years old, maybe 15 years old, I got in a huge fight over the fourth, and I broke one of my teeth, and it was the most painful thing ever. And all dentists were shut down for like 3 days. I couldn't get in touch with a freaking dentist. It sucked. It literally sucked. I didn't know if I was going to have to lose the tooth or get a root canal or this or that. It sucked. I ended up getting a root canal, which is actually how I sold this dentist. I sold the dentist who I got the root canal from. Anyway, that's funny. I finally remember, so like stuff happens, and then you go and call a dentist and no dentists are open. By simply adding an AI receptionist, you'll be the only dentist that can take all those calls, and you'll get all of that opportunity. So it just makes sense. And clearly when they don't answer the phone, the dentist or any business, as you know, you just go to the next business on Google. Like literally. You just go down the list until one answers. So let's move off from this, but this is how you sell it. Now, this is a little bonus. I'm going to give you. If you suck at selling, which honestly you probably do, like you probably suck at selling, then you're going to want to live and die by this right here. This is called the web. Now, the beautiful thing about the web is you really don't need to know how to sell anymore. All you need to do is get one business, and you can get this business from a family member, a family friend who owns a business. All the businesses that you go to, get your dentist, your barber, your nail salonist. Like, go cold call 200 people, and you'll literally get one client without a doubt. Go get a client and do the service for free. All you need is one client, because once you get one client, so I'll give you this literally with this dentist I got 3 weeks ago. I used this on him. So what did I do? Well, I blew him away. I literally increased the lead flow by 10x. He's like, he calls me almost 2 weeks later. This was like a week ago. And he's like, Connor, like, this is insane. Like, my business is changing. The growth is exponential. I'm thinking about opening up a bigger office because I need more hygienists. I have too much lead flow coming in. And then, he's, really glazing me and just thanking me and whatnot. And again, people like people who make the money. So this guy obviously likes me a lot. No Oklahoma is what they say. But he likes me a lot. Obviously, I'm about to make him millions of dollars. So he then is just like, thank you. Like, this is insane. And then I literally responded with, Dr. John, like, I'm really glad that your business is doing really well. Like, I knew these services, like, I knew this would happen. I mean, I'm not surprised. It's what we talked about. I wouldn't have sold this to you if I didn't think it could help you. He's like, blah, blah, blah. And then I'm like, now, it's really great to see your business growing. Like, that's awesome. And honestly, like, can I ask you for a favor in return? He's like, anything. Literally said anything. I was like, well, I'm trying to grow my business too, obviously. And it seems like, this really helped you out. And it would really help me out because I'm trying to grow my business again. And I know as a business owner, you probably know a lot of other business owners, and I would really appreciate it if you'd like refer these services to them. And he literally was like, oh, are you kidding me? Like, absolutely. Like, I've been sort of gatekeeping you, but I've had all my business owner friends call my AI receptionist, and they're all blown away. Like, I'll give them all your number if you want. I was like, absolutely, literally just give them my cell. They can call me. And now here's, the beautiful thing about this is, he first of all, and then after I did that, I told him, I was like, oh, and John, like, for every referral you actually give me, I'll give you $200 off of what you pay me. So he's paying me like $1,000 a month, a little bit more actually. But I was like, if you get me 5 people, that'd be 200 times 5. It would literally like cancel out what you pay me every month. You'll get these life-changing services for free. And then he almost was like, almost didn't take these. Like, honestly, like, I don't even feel comfortable taking that. Like, I need to be paying you for the services, but then, he's not an idiot. He obviously is going to take the free money. So he did. And within 48 hours, two of his business owner friends, they called me and they were literally like, this is why you don't need to be good at sales if you follow the web and the referral system. They've already called the air receptionist. They already want it. John has already vouched for me. So they have trust, they have rapport, and they have a testimonial all from John who told them about me, and they trust John. So now they trust me. They call me, and these guys, it was 2 guys, and they're literally just like, is this Connor Cahill? I'm like, yeah, Connor Cahill. You're like, no way. Like, you're the AI guy. And I'm like, I wouldn't call myself the AI guy, but yeah, I helped out your buddy John. And they're like, oh, we love the AI receptionist. We talked to it all night long. I'm like, actually, that's a little weird, but to each their own. And then they're like, basically, we just need that installed into our business within the next 24 hours. And I'm like, cool, done. It's $1,000 a month. They're like, oh no, we know. He told us. Just send us the invoice to this email. Send us the payment to this email, and like, yeah, let's get this done. Tell us what you need. And I was like, cool. Literally was a 3-minute call. Literally was a 3-minute call. Boom, they paid that night. So you don't need sales. And then guess what? In a week or two, I'm going to call them and I'm going to get them to refer me their business owners. So from one client, you can literally go get 10, 20, 30, 40, 50 clients, be making 20, 30, 40,000 a month without any sales. Like, you don't have to sell because they're coming to you and all the leverage is in your court. I could be like, I upped my prices since I sold to John. I now charge 2,000 a month, and they would have paid. They already trust you. They've already tried the service and like it. They've already seen it work for another business. They've already had someone vouch for you. It's like, it's not a sale, it's a transaction is what it becomes. So you're going to want to follow this if you don't want to do all that. Now we're going to jump into how to prevent churn. This is a big one, because if you could go make $36,000 a month this month, but if everyone leaves you next month, you're back to zero, and then you may as well do drop shipping or something that makes one-off and one-time money. We want subscription money that pays us every year for decades. Churn is so low because if you give them these 3 services, here's the dentist business up here. I give him the AI receptionist, I give him the Google reviews, and I give him the website. I now become the foundation of his business. If he wants to leave me, he can. But I would be able to pull the rug out from under his business, and he would collapse like a house of cards, like a very fragile, thin, and clumsy house of cards. Because I have his website, I have his AI receptionist, which gives him all his lead flow, and I'm doing his Google reviews, getting him 5-star reviews, so he's at the top of Google. Because of all these things, he has a ton of lead flow, and because of all his lead flow, he's had to build a better infrastructure for his business, more employees, more hygienists, more dentists, bigger office space. If he just got rid of all these, lead flow would shut down, and he would have a bunch of employees twiddling their thumbs, and his expenses would be too high, and his business would begin to fail. And it's going to be so dangerous for him to even switch these, move over to a new AI receptionist, a new website, because if anything goes wrong, he has so much to lose. So why would he change it when it's working and he's paying me $1,000 per month or $500 per month because he already got me 2 referrals? He won't ever leave you. The foundation of their business is you. They can't leave you. They will pay you for years. So get 10 clients at $1,000 a month. You will make $10,000 per month passively for years. Because of this, you become the foundation of their business. So you become the foundation of their business. Once your systems are installed, you aren't just a vendor anymore. You become the infrastructure that their business runs. Hey, I'm sorry about that. My laptop died, and then I flew to Colorado, and here I am in the mountains. Sorry for the switch up, but we digress. Let's keep going. So we're talking about churn here. So the beautiful thing is, for instance, the dentist I was talking about, he starts working with me. What happens because of me? What happens because of you once you implement these tools? They hire more staff, they open more hours, they take more appointments, they expand locations, they increase profit without increasing workload, and they know exactly who made that possible, which is us. Now, what happens if they disappear? If they shut off our services, the phone stops being answered, new calls, bookings drop, blah, blah, blah. Basically, their lead flow is gonna, diminish, and they're gonna have all these new employees that they hired to sustain that lead flow. They're all gonna be twiddling their thumbs with no work to do. And quite frankly, their business is going to collapse like a house of cards. I mean, you have their lead flow, their Google presence, their website, hopefully. And that's why if you can give them all 3 of these services here, AI receptionist, Google reviews, and website, you're basically bulletproof, and that business is going to pay you until they go out of business, God forbid. Now I want to show you all the systems. So that's what I'm going to do. So I'm going to bounce over. Obviously, you get this. They're not going to stop paying you, right? Why would they stop paying you $1,000 per month when you're making them $100,000 per month, right? Obviously. So I'm going to jump over. I'm going to show you some of these actual systems now. So let's do that. All right. So over here we have my GHL account, and here we have funnel calendar page. So essentially over here, let me go back up here. Here. So right here we have, again, Facebook groups, AI content, and paid ads if you choose to go down that path. And you are funneling everyone to here. this call to AI, which really is this landing page here, which we will preview now. So this is the landing page that you're pushing people to. I like to throw a AI VSL here as well, video sales letter, but then basically they can either hit get started and go straight to the calendar page where they can book a time, or they can, let me go back, they can demo our AI receptionist. So from the AI content, you're pushing people directly to this landing page here, and then they can either book a call or they can demo the AI, and then the AI is going to get them to book a call. With the Facebook groups, you're literally just going to leave this number in the Facebook group so they can call it and basically skip this and then go book a call. But this is the landing page that I use to bring people in. So here you can see it. And then in another little section, I'm going to show you the Facebook ads, but that's not super important yet. But before we do that, I just want to say one more thing, which is basically summarizing all this. Do you understand what we're doing here, right? We're getting people to book appointments on our calendar. We have a system that I already went over with you that basically if you can spend an hour a day doing these 3 things, then you're going to get people, they're going to come all the way through here, and they're going to book a call on your calendar, and then you can just sell them for $1,000 per month, and you have to upsell them. Now, of course, you want to hire one person who can do these 3 things and do all the fulfillment after this, after you sell them, so that all you can focus on, or all you have to focus on, is the calls. Or you could hire a commission-based sales rep to take those calls, and now you don't even have to work, you just manage the 2 employees. That's my favorite. That's what I would do if I was you. Now, guys, if you want your entire GHL account built out with everything in it, all your offers, your AI receptionist, the one that's going to sell for you, landing pages, we give you training, 24/7 support, daily live calls with people like myself and other people that you can speak with, and we will run your ads. We will hire your closers. We will hire your VA to do your, all your fulfillment and your marketing. We'll run your ads. We'll literally do your entire business, and we'll set it up in a week so that you can just manage it and sort of skip all the things I sort of just showed you and just jump to the starting line or jump to, first place in the race. Then go down below, book a call with us, and we will do that for you. I'm going to stop sharing my screen. I hope you understand what we're doing here, right? It's very simple. It's like it's not easy, but it's very simple, right? It's just this process of getting book calls on the calendar, and then from there, selling them. If we can sell them, then we're going to make money. If we can get them on the sales call, then we can sell them. If we can get them to book a call, then we can get them on the calendar. Like, it's just these 3 steps. Get them on the calendar, marketing to get them on the calendar, sell them while they're on the calendar, fulfill the people that you sold. It's those 3 things. Like, anyone can dial this in and do this. It's not that hard. Anyways, I thank you for sticking with me for this video, and I hope you learned something, learned the system. There's many more videos on my YouTube channel breaking down some of these systems in more depth. But with that said, go down below in the description, book a call with myself or my team, and we will literally have this all set up for you within a few days so that you can just get started immediately, hit the ground running, and just start getting those 5 to 10 appointments booked onto your calendar every single day. That's what we'll do for you. And if you can start getting that, then we'll get the closer in place. We'll take care of all your fulfillment. We actually do your fulfillment. So if you sell someone on this, we'll hire you a VA, but while you work with us, we just do the fulfillment for you. So it's a lot, but anyways, if that's what you want, go down below. I appreciate you being here. Like, subscribe, I guess, or don't if you didn't find this video valuable. But anyways, cheers. Happy holidays, and I'll see you on the next one.